learning today to add using arrays. Add using arrays. So it says review adding three one-digit numbers. Rob's team has shelves for their hats. How many hats are there in all? So let's look carefully at the picture. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 shelves. Each shelf has the same amount of hats on each one. Let's count how many are on each shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4 hats on each shelf. All right, let's look at the questions. Does each shelf have the same number of hats? All right, do they? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so do they? Yes. So on A we can write yes. Yes, they do. They all have 4. All right, B. How many hats are on each shelf? Miss Spires just wrote it out to the side. There are 4 on each shelf. How many shelves are there? So how many shelves? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3 shelves. D says, look at the lines at the right. Each line shows 1 shelf. 1, 2, 3 shelves. Use numbers to write how many hats are on each shelf. So boys and girls, how many hats are on each shelf? 4. So let's put a 4 on each of that line to represent 4 hats on each shelf. Now, E says, use your answer to problem D to write an equation to show the total number of hats. So I have the number 4 3 times. So I need to add the number 4 3 times. So I can say 4 plus 4 plus 4. So on E, I'm going to write my problem. 4 plus 4 plus 4 more will tell me how many hats I have in all. So we know when we have 3 numbers, we add 2 at a time. What is 4 plus 4? It's a doubles fact. It equals 8. Now what is 8 plus 4? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So how many hats are on the shelves? There are 12 hats altogether on the shelves. 3 rows of 4 hats each equals 12. All right, let's turn the page. right, let's find out what that is called. This is called an array. Say that word. Array. All right, the hats on shelves on the previous page show an array. An array has rows and columns. Here's the same array made out of dots instead of hats. All right, each column has 3 dots, so a column goes down, and each row has 4 dots. Your rows go sideways. So one more time, columns go down, and your rows go sideways. In an array, every row has the same number of objects. Every column has the same number of objects. So if we look, the columns in this one have how many dots? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 in each of the columns. And if I ask you how many in each row, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. And each row has 4. Okay. Now it says talk about it. Kimmy makes an array using 10 stamps. Her array has 2 rows. How many stamps are in each row? All right, so she has 10 stamps, but only 2 rows. All right, let's figure out what she did. So we know she only has 2 rows. So let's draw her first 2 stamps. We're going to have 2 rows. Remember, rows go this way. And we have 1, 2. So we're going to keep counting back and forth, making equal amounts until we get to 10. And we'll figure out how many are in each row. So we need to get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's figure out how many's in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many should be in the bottom row? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you have 2 rows with 10 stamps total, you should have 5 in each row. Kimmy has 5 in each row. That equals her 10. Okay, we're going to do some practice with arrays. I'm going to do a Loom video, and we will practice some more on arrays on the Loom video, and you'll do some boom card practice.